everybody, what's up? I'm Mia. So on this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips that you guys could use when it comes to like buying records and stuff like that. Just tips that I've learned over the past year that I've been collecting records. I've just noticed that there's different places you could buy records. Urban Outfitters tends to be the biggest place people tend to buy records, but what people don't know is that there are many other places that you could actually go to get records for a cheaper price, because in Urban Outfitters records are really expensive. Not that there's anything wrong with buying your records at Urban Outfitters, it's just I personally don't have the money to be spending $24 to $30 on one record when there's so many other records that I want to buy. But these are just a few facts that I learned late because I was not advised of it, and my goal is to help you on your record collecting journey so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. The first tip slash fact, no, it's not fact, the first tip that I have for collecting records is that you need to check all of your sources. And what I mean by that is, like I said before, people tend to usually go to Urban Outfitters to get their records, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that because, you know, it's brand new, it's packaged well, there's usually nothing wrong with it, and you could go return it with no problem. The only thing is that it is really expensive, and I have learned that sometimes it's better to buy in Amazon or in a record shop. The point is, the first the first 4 records that I have, which I could actually show you right now. The first records I've ever gotten have been from Urban Outfitters, and that is the Halsey one, that is the Troy one, that's been the Neighborhood one, and of course the 1975 one. And if you want to see an in-detail showing of all of these records, then I could leave the link for my record, what's it called? For the record video that I made, which in that video I showed you guys exactly how the record looked on the inside and how the disc itself looked, and I showed you guys all of the details and everything. But yeah, I got all of these records in Urban Outfitters.
I'm such a romantic, I never remember how things really happen. I guess you're attractive or something. Live in the moment, that's what they tell me. But whatever happened to when you would hold me and hold me?
I think that the least expensive one was the Halsey one. This one was probably like, what, $19? But the most expensive one out of all of them was definitely the 1975 one. The point is, if you go on Amazon, there's so many other options that you could have, because for example, for my birthday I got 3 records. I got the Lana Del Rey one, I got this Arctic Monkey one, the Famous Worst Nightmare, and I also got AM. These are the 3 records that I got for my birthday, and I got them all on Amazon, and they were all cheap.
But I'm feeling something right. I wanna be the one you think about at night, and I wanna be the one that you would put up a fight for. You know that I adore, that even when you're bored, I'd buy you.
And I did not realize this because I realized this, well, my birthday's in August, and I started collecting records like in late 20, what year is this? 20, guys, I'm lost, I'm sorry. I started collecting records in late 2017. And no, Mia, get your life together. I started collecting records in late 2016, early 2017. There you go. And my birthday was in late 2017, so my birthday's in August. So by the time that I already realized that little trick of Amazon, I had already purchased albums from Urban Outfitters. But my leading example is definitely, like, for example, AM. It probably wouldn't have been such a difference to get it in Urban Outfitters or to get Ultraviolence. But if you guys saw my record video, you guys will know that I only got this record for one song, and that one song is, of course, 505, which I have behind me. Obviously, I know more songs in the record, but like I said before, well, not before, like I said in my other video, I got it mainly for that one song. So I did not want to pay full price for the record because I knew that I would only be playing one song the majority of the time. So what I did was I searched up, and this record I actually got used, and This record is in absolute perfect condition. It is brand new, and I think I paid like $12 for it. And if you compare that to the other records that I have that I paid so much more money for, then you will see that that was an excellent deal, especially because I have Amazon Prime, so I barely had to pay for shipping and it came right away. If you compare it to the Harry Styles one, which I actually got from the Harry Styles website itself, and I had to pay for shipping, then that ended up being like $43. So as you can see, the price range is completely different, and both of the records are in excellent qualities. Now, I'm not saying just go ahead and buy any random used record. I would definitely recommend researching and making sure that the record is in good condition before you go ahead and purchase it. But thankfully, this record was in great condition. I do not regret buying it used, and it was money to my pocket. Well, to the person that bought it from his pocket. So I really appreciate that. My second tip is being steady with your purchases. If you are addicted to collecting records just like I am, then you will know that as soon as you step into a store and you find a record in it, your first initial instinct is to go ahead and to purchase the record. But there are times where you need to, like, maintain calm. Let's say that you only have like that $30 on you, and you could use it on something better. Then my friends have this problem with me a lot, because I could be just walking around Urban Outfitters, and I'll just get this instinct to just buy the record, and they're like, Mia, calm down.
Exactly.
Okay, what else is wrong with me, guys?
Spend too much money on records. Trying to convince yourself to do things that you shouldn't be doing.
And so that's a problem, that's a tip for you guys, and that's a tip for me as well, is to calm down with all the record buying, because I have so many already. If you're just starting out, then I completely understand, but me personally, I have so many records already, and I just need to remain calm a little bit. My third tip is to only purchase records that you could listen to the album again and again and again, and you still will not get tired of it. Or records that, like, even though you've heard a million times, you can still listen to it a million more times. If you go to my record video, then you will know that the Troye Sivan record, which I have right here, let me just look for it. The Troye Sivan record, this album came out in 2016, I believe it was, and I listened to it so much, so much. And not only is this my least favorite records for a reason that you could go by checking out my record video. Actually, I would recommend watching that video first, because I'm going to be referring to it a lot. Well, I have been referring to it a lot. This is my least favorite record, not just because of the details of it, but because of the fact that I have listened to this album so many times that I have not played it because I have not had the yearnings to listen to it again. And nothing against this album. This is a beautiful album. The music is amazing. The production is amazing. It's just I overplayed it a lot. And so in return, I have not played the records itself a lot. So I definitely recommend getting records that you can listen to it time after time after time, and you won't get tired of it, because unlike an album that you would buy on iTunes where it's like $12 or $14, the records are way more expensive than that. And so you just need to make sure that the record or the album that you buy is an album that you could re-listen to. Sorry if I changed in positions. I had to go get my record player. So here she is. She's just a marble goddess, She's a Crossley. And I have not found a name for her yet, even after a year of having her. I name all of my things. I'm really weird like that. And it's really weird that I have not found a name for her yet. But here she is. Let me fix this real quick. Here she is. She's just gorgeous. She shines. She just glimmers. She walks into the room. Well, she doesn't walk. She comes into the room and she just, it's like, look at me. It's like, bam. My fourth fact is starting off small with your record player. When I bought this record player, or when I received it for Christmas, this was exactly the one that I asked for. I was not aware that Crossley was not one of the most high-end record players, but honestly, Crossley is one of the most least expensive record players that are available. It has not given me any problems personally. I have had it for a year and it still works just fine. I believe that if you want a record player really badly, and you don't have the money to, be able to afford a better quality one, then I say go ahead and, get yourself a crostity, because it has not given me any problems. Now, I don't want you to go ahead and get a crostity and then not have it work out for you and then be like, Mia, oh my gosh. I don't want you guys to be mad at me. I'm just saying that personally, I have no problem with having a record player that may not be the best quality. For me, if it plays the music and it serves for my aesthetic purposes, it's completely fine by me. I know that they have crosses in different colors. I personally believe that crosses are the most aesthetically pleasing and the most nicest record player that they have. But if you can afford a better quality record player, then I say go ahead and get yourself a better quality record player. Which one would I recommend? I have no idea, because that is something that I have not looked into, and I'm not going to say a random brand name and just, like I said, get you to get something that you might not like, and then you guys are going to come after me and be like, oh my gosh, Mia. But, hey, this has worked for me. I'm in love with her. She's in love with me. Obviously, she has not given up on me yet. And oh, she matches my nails. She works just fine. One thing is that you cannot judge people for A, what type of music they listen to, B, the type of record player that they have, because somebody might not be in the same financial status as you are in, which I don't mind, because records make me happy. Like, I think that happiness is important. If record collecting makes you happy, then you go ahead and collect records. You know what I mean? That's just the way I feel like it is. And you can't judge people because of that. You can't judge people because they don't have the same beliefs as you. That's just my view. Yeah. Which brings me to my next tip. Tip number 5. Follow your senses when it comes to records. Follow your music taste, because I believe music taste leads to your heart taste. I don't know. You guys know. Well, if you guys don't know, I love music. I do everything while listening to music. I've been to more concerts than I could count. I collect records. It's just, that's what makes me happy. And like I said before, happiness is key. With that said, my tip number 5 is do whatever makes you happy when it comes to your records. If you want to buy 50 records, then you know what? You go ahead, you do you. Just do it in a good way. Don't stay completely broke for records. Don't do a Mia. I hope this video helped you in some type of way. I don't know if it was helpful at all. I hope it was. If you want more videos like this, then please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and yeah, stay alert for more videos. I am doing way more videos than I was before. I am also doing vlogs, so if you want to see what goes on in my crazy life with my crazy friends, then you guys go ahead and check that out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
It's easy just to pretend that we don't have some